Masonluk ideoloji olarak dinlere kesinlikle karşıdır. Kitaplarında da bunları açık açık anlatırlar.
As an ideology, Freemasonry is totally opposed to religion. They describe this quite blatantly in their books, but they believe that you must shine the light gradually into sleepy eyes. Irreligiousness is introduced to higher-ranking members. For example, a 20th or 21st degree Mason is not told about irreligion, but 28th to 33rd degree Masons are informed about it, and they are openly told in their books and journals that their true allies are the communists. The true aim of Freemasonry is to create a world with no religion, and they believe they can only do that with the communists. All the communist leaders were Masons. Karl Marx was a Mason, Lenin was a Mason, and Trotsky was a Mason. There are no communist leaders that have not been Masons. Masonry is a system that draws on a few passages taken from the Torah, but that is in fact totally opposed to it. Freemasonry may swear by the Koran, for instance, but is in fact at war with it. Freemasonry is a system opposed to the Koran and to believe in the Koran. It swears by the Koran but makes wars against it. It swears by the Torah but again struggles against it. That is the kind of system Freemasonry is. The main propulsive force behind this is atheistic Zionism.
Çünkü Masonluk bir tek Müslümanlara karşı tavır almış değil.
Freemasonry is not only opposed to Muslims. Devout Jews in Israel are having a dreadful time, but people are unaware of that. And the Jews in many other parts of the world, they cannot walk around in their kippas, skull caps. People insult them or beat them up. They cannot wander around freely. They are oppressed in many parts of the world. Christians too. A nun, for instance, can go to some places in Italy, for example, but not everywhere. They will either insult her or mock her and make false accusations. And it is really hard for her to move about in certain other parts of the world. Imagine someone wandering around dressed as a priest. They will jump all over them. That is why there is a Zionist plan to divide, crush, and eliminate the devout. Atheist Zionists and Freemasons have such a plan. It is a plan to eliminate everyone in the world who believes in Allah, because Satan is not only an enemy of Islam. He is the enemy of all those who believe in Allah. That is Satan's objective. Therefore, devout Christians and Muslims must be allies against atheists and Freemasons. If you are not allies, the Masons are already allied with the atheist Zionists against us. But believers are divided. In that event, the atheist strength might prevail. Muslims are oppressed everywhere, as you know, in many parts of the world. But imagine that an alliance has formed. Imagine that devout Jews, Christians, and Muslims have formed an alliance. Who could stop them then? We need to be allied. It is essential for believers to protect and watch out for one another. The French Masons recently issued a statement about the headscarf. That means they take an interest in all matters, not just in peace. They are interested in religion because Masons say there is no such thing as religion. They say religion is something invented by man. Allah is beyond that. When Masons say that the meaning of something is this or that, that meaning is never true. For example, they swear on the Holy Scriptures, the Torah, the New Testament, and the Koran. They speak of Allah, but do not believe in Allah. They speak of a force known as the great architect of the universe. They claim that this is Allah, but then maintain that it is a totally unconscious power. They claim it is a purely random energy. Their descriptions of the compass and set square may seem to be about an emblem of the view of the world, but they themselves know the real meaning. They reveal this in the later stages of membership, but the meaning they really attach to them is shaping and ruling the world. That is the true meaning of their ideas, though they say they use it superficially for certain purposes, though it is impossible to comprehend it. Shamanism is a very acceptable religion in Freemasonry. Masons are also shamanists. They hold shamanist meetings at their assemblies where Satan is summoned and incense burned. They also sacrifice goats, and the goat's head is also a very holy symbol in shamanism. They share the same ideas, so they are also shamanists.